if I had a choice, I'd be Native American. Now there's a spirituality that the human race can survive on. They respect nature, and they understand they have to work with it. We just fuck it over and make money off of it. So unhuman. And that's it. That's the other thing. We only have two options. Human or unhuman. Or the way I like to say, biblically speaking, the first artificial human intelligence story, the outcome was the Tower of Babel in the book of Genesis. Anybody know what that story was? Book of Genesis? Oh, it's after you know, it's one of those little stories that he says, the human race got so, the language, they spoke so many languages, they got so caught up in themselves that one group built this giant Tower of Babel and said, we're going to go to heaven. We want to do godly things. And of course they built a temple, they built a tower, which they had a lot of money, they had to have a lot of, and God just, we're going to get rid of it, struck it down, flood, got rid of it. You humans, when you use your brain in an artificial way, you create bad things. Artificial intelligence, biblically speaking, is human beings not being human, using their intelligence to do bad things. Whole different look at it, folks. All right. Where are we at on time?
We have 38 more minutes.
All right, I'm going to get to some of these questions. Although someone's got a burning question, because the ones you guys have right now are the ones make more sense at the moment.
I'll think of one.
All right, well, Ian, a 20-year-old criminal justice major pursuing law. Who is that? All right. What are your opinions and philosophy regarding law, the court system, and the American criminal justice system as a whole? How could it be better? And what are they doing well? Oh, this is great. Just a great. Okay, I'll just begin with my, a biblical kind of reference. St. Paul said it best. The law is death. I've done close to 6 years of jail time over a 40-year period. I've seen the legal system from the bottom up, and it's corrupt. Now, the first thing you need to know about the American legal system, and this should not be hard to explain, there are two types of law, civil and criminal, right? Okay, you know where all the money is? Criminal, you think? No way!
Oh, it's a
All the big money is in civil law, don't think? Property law, corporation law, tax law, interest law, anything that has to do with money and property is civil. All of the legal people making big money are in the civil law. Just want you to know that. Now, the criminal law is poverty law compared to civil law. And the way they run the criminal law is 90% of all criminal charges never go to trial. Oh, what does that mean? That means that in our criminal law, the prosecutors can load up charges on people where an idiot would not take the bargain that they come up with. Let me give you an example. My own my friend who I wait to listen to her call. Jessica Resnicek is a hero of her generation because she helped dismantle the pipeline coming through Iowa with her friend Ruby. And they went up and down the pipeline when they installed it with a blowtorch to unseal these vents that came out up and down as they were fixing them, and they would make sure they disengage them, and that the companies were just going all over the place as they delayed oil for 3 months coming through the oil line. When they finally got caught and charged, they were charged with 8 felonies. 3 of them were 10-year mandatory. And then one of them was called conspiracy, 0 to 20 years. And then the other ones were all those others. If you're looking at that and you've already went on public, you went on TV and told people, we did it and we're proud we did it, and we think more people should do it. Well, Jess went for the plea bargain, and she got 8 years. Yeah. She got 4 years down. She got another 4 years to go. That's just Jessica Resnicek. Think about all of the people in the criminal justice system that get caught up in all this stuff. Most of the people who are in county jails, have not gone to court. Because they can't what? Get the what? You ever hear the word bail? The poorest of the poor are the ones who are locked up. And the way you win a criminal case is you have a lawyer and a lot of money. Right? Now, this should be very clear. You don't watch the news in the president and all the fucking crimes this guy is doing, and all the money he has, and all the lawyers he has, and all the so-called justice he's getting. Folks, that's the American justice system. It jumps for billionaires, right or wrong, and the rest of us are cut holding the bag. So, if you belong to the criminal justice system, you will be part of a compromise system. Let me tell you about a compromise system. I was a Roman Catholic priest. There's nothing more compromised than the Roman Catholic priesthood right now. So, and this is what I'll tell you about the criminal justice system and priests in the Gospels. There's only 2 professions Jesus didn't have a good thing to say about. Check out Matthew 23. And he is going after the scribes and the Pharisees. He is calling them every dirty name you can think of in Hebrew, you know. And of course, modern day scribes are priests and attorneys. So, be careful, your soul is in jeopardy. Alright, how's that for an answer? Alright. Terry, a 19-year-old Christian finance study? Oh, no, hold on, right. I'm a 19-year-old Christian finance studying for the psychology field. Oh. Do you feel like what you do is effective? Oh, who's that? Who's it? Yeah. No. Obvious. I mean, we haven't stopped the nuclear arms race. No matter what I do, they haven't stopped the war I protested. And I would say that, but I pray, I hope that I have effectively followed Jesus. You hear that? And in my world, that will put me on a cross. Luckily, I'm still alive talking. It's not that I haven't taken my risk, but I'm an American, you know? If I get up I go up to a billboard and cross out the word peace and put the word war, they're just gonna arrest me. If I'm in another country, they just shoot me dead. So I protest for privilege, but I'm doing what I can. Right, and even though my chance to be the young hero dying on a cross at 33 on a hill is gone, I still have the model of St. Paul, who through his old age is saying, Lord, just help me be consistent and finish the race. Do what I have to do. The Jewish literature is steeped with being justified and vindicated in death for noble and heroic lives. That's built into the Jewish message. And with Jesus, it's on steroids. Do I buy it? Yeah, I do. Why? Well, I've been doing it it's a habit. I can't help myself. I'm 74 years old. This is what I've done. Did I hit the mark? Oh, hardly. I mean, love is difficult, but I do know the mark. Has there been much success? No, I can't say. But I don't think the guy on the cross in the first century had a lot of success to speak of. Peace didn't just happen 3 days after the crucifixion. And he left the people, he left in 33 AD, he left his people right before the Romans were just about to do the destruction. And it burned the movement. And it made these texts. And no sooner did we have these texts, and the Romans said, all right, this is now the canon. We fucked it up. Constantine is no hero of mine. Sorry. You guys know who Constantine is? The first official Roman Christian emperor, winning battles, doing what 1%ers and rich people do, and putting the face of Jesus on it. Although I'm quite proud about being Italian. All right. Okay, so, right. Okay, CAD, is it AVER? Cadaver, oh my. All right, 20-year-old, hip, picnic.
Hispanic.
Oh, Hispanic, I'm sorry. All right, 20-year-old Hispanic. What are your thoughts on the meat industry and
Its consequences.
its consequences? What can I tell you? We grow corn, beans, soybeans, corn and soybeans and pigs and cows, and we're destroying the planet. That's my position. It isn't that it's meat, it's the meat we get. I mean, like, we're not in the forest, we're just a few human beings that got a bow and arrow and I'm bringing down a deer. That's not what we're doing. That's meat. That's a different time, different place. We're not, meat ain't neutral. Meat comes from someplace. Some of it was natural, because, we didn't invent cows, but we certainly have invented the cows we got now. We didn't invent pigs, but we certainly have invented the pigs now to form to a corporate industrial model. The enemy is size, and small is beautiful. Do I eat meat? Yeah. Do our guests eat meat? Yeah. All right. Colin, a 27-year-old vet. How do we stop big ag companies from contaminating our food supply? Well, the Catholic Worker is big on small farms, growing your own food, reclaiming the land. In fact, many of the people who are in the movement in the Midwest are couples raising their kids on a few acres of land and trying to have an integrated food system, you guys know what that. We all gotta go back to growing our own food. Truth is, it should be, if you own a piece of land, you're obligated to grow something that you can eat from it. That's or pay a tax. I think we should change all of our urban grass area into garden. we poison that soil, and we put in grass, and we can't eat it, and we're throwing water on it. Did you? Man. Oh, I gotta take Ray. Ray is a guy who gets us stuff and, hey Ray, this is Frank. I'm talking to a class. What can I do to you for you? Fair enough. Got it. I'll work on it with you tomorrow. Call me back later. I'm sorry. Say hi to Ray, guys.
Hi.
All right. See what I mean? Gotta go, Ray. Bye. Sorry. It's about a meal tomorrow. He's cooking. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Frank. All right, all right. Hey, Z-U-E. No, it's probably S-U-Z. Sue, maybe? All right. How long have you been a practicing Catholic? What are your thoughts on the first American Pope? All right, practicing Catholic, I guess I was baptized as an infant. Who is this? Asked the question. Sue? Yeah. Yeah, I'm baptized, I'm 1950s Catholic, you know, pre-Vatican II. All my life. Like I said, I'm hopelessly Catholic. Like, if I could choose another faith, I'd be an Indian, you know, I'd go native, but I can't. And I don't need to, because I've drunk the Kool-Aid, I'm a dissident Catholic, and this is how it's gonna be until I die. And I wanna be the best dissident Catholic I can be. And that means I want to love my church enough to criticize it. And tell the bishops, you're like a den of thieves. Not my word, Jesus' word. And the reason Jesus called the temple leaders a den of thieves is that they weren't given the real message of God to the people of Israel. And the reason I call my bishop a den of thieves is because you guys are omitting the message of Jesus for wealth, war, and empire, and corrupting it as a Catholic. Because if I wasn't a Catholic, okay. Oh, I would say this about my family. The Southsiders. I come from a long, big Italian-American family, lots of people I'm related to. They thought I was crazy when I did this, you know? And then I would also say that within a couple of years, my mother joined the movement, and I got arrested with my mother, and they thought she was crazy. My brothers, and we all, the point I'm trying to say is that for the first 20 years, I lived in the north side of Des Moines, and rarely did anybody from my family or relatives come to that neighborhood. I could have lived on Mars, it wouldn't have mattered. All right, I'm just saying that. But over the years, the first thing they did was not kick me out. And now they've kind of been endearing and carrying it. It's sort of like I'm a cartoon character to the relatives. That's Sonny, Uncle Sonny, that's Cousin Sonny. He feeds the poor, does a lot of good work, but he talks crazy. But he's no harm to anyone. So that's how and I'm all right. I'm kind of happy with being in that place. You know, they do take me seriously because now more than ever, more of them are very grateful for the work of working with the homeless, actually feeding people. They really do know that's good. They do think I'm crazy, but you know, those are small potatoes. All right. Here's somebody, well, yeah, the person who saw the flyer, and all they saw was following Jesus in a pro-rich, he go like, why are you pro-rich? You know, why are that? I didn't carry the thought. I must have lost it in translation. It says, do you regret anything you've done while trying to get justice? Rachel, 19-year-old student from BMAC, do I regret? You know, I regret, I'm pretty much, if it was a choice between doing what I did or do nothing, I'd rather do what I did and regret it. Plowshare's actions are the highest kind of risk thing. By that I mean people literally take a hammer or a sledgehammer to some kind of weapon system. Getting up on missile silos with a sledgehammer can get you lots of years in jail. I know, I have friends who've done that. Going up to weapon systems, ICBMs, going up to, I had a friend beat up a submarine that was being made, going up to its hulk and taking a hammer and going after it that way. Literally trying to, going into factories that are making weapons and then hammering them and putting blood on it and then waiting for the police to come to say, this is an act of Isaiah. The prophet Isaiah, the guy who said, beat your swords into plowshares, study war no more. We're acting out Isaiah because Jesus is the living example of Isaiah. And then they go to jail. That's a Plowshare's action. I went to a B52 Bomber, 1998, at a air show at Andrews Air Force Base. Thousands of people, all over the damn place. We go right under the B52 Bomber, start hammering. With 2 minutes, my nose is on the sidewalk and the cops have got us arrested. And I only got 6 months for that. Apparently, they didn't think it was a big deal in Maryland. But trespass at Omaha. The last 8 times I crossed that place, I got 6 months. Just trespass. There's no justice in the justice system. No consistency. That was been my experience. And I certainly, I've done my time in jail, I just see like, oh man, all they're doing is trapping poor people here. Yeah.
Frank, you got about 14 more minutes. And I guess everyone, if you have any burning questions, you got 14 more minutes with Frank.
The burning question, I wrote 2 of them and they're on the note card.
Go ahead, give it to
I'm
me.
gonna forget. I forgot.
Oh, what's your name?
She's
DeJD.
she's the one you were like, how do you pronounce this?
Pronounce his name, yeah. Oh, I saw it. Oh, Frank.
Because I wrote 2 of them and then I was telling them, like, oh yeah, they're like really, not like really lengthy, but it's
Yeah, I asked him, my God, I don't know where to put it. Now they're all mixed up. Frank, God, how can you do this? All right, I could find the name. Can I find the name? Yeah. It was hard to read. I said, hey, here it is. Here it is, 2 of them. All right, first one. I can't do this. Why do people call me now? I mean, really, I could be all home all day. If you could go back to any of the protests you were involved with, would you change anything about it? If so, what and why? I mean, like technical stuff, like, oh, that was a mistake. We should have went there or there, but